Welcome back to Programming with Rana Vakas. In my previous video, I told you about single inheritance in which there was one parent and one child. So let's discuss another type of inheritance in which there are multiple childs and one parent. One parent and multiple childs. More than one child. In single inheritance, we took example of a employee is a person.
In which the superclass, parent class, and the base class was person and the child class was employee.
So let's suppose if the person is parent of multiple classes. So let's say student is a person. So student is also a person. Student has some sort of ID and name and there will be another attributes also, but a student is a person. He has ID and name. As you can see, the person is already parent of employee class, but now the person is parent of student class also. So let's take example from the pictorial diagram. So if there is a class of person, so this person class has two childs, child 1 and child 2. The child 1 is employee class and the child 2 is student class. And the relation, if you want to represent the relationship between this employee and person class, you have to make an arrow, and the direction of arrow should be from child class towards parent class, and the other class is, let's suppose, student class, and the arrow should be from student class towards person class. So you can see from this example that there is only one parent and there are two childs, employee and student. So let's code this example by using code block. As you can see here, this is a person class and this is already implemented in my previous tutorial. So this is employee class and its parent is person class. So let's make another class of name student. So make its parent as person class. So let's suppose student has some sort of fees which he pay semesterly or quarterly in his university or school or college. So this fees is a data member of student class. So just declare where default constructor of student in which you will store 0.0 into this fees, and declare overloaded constructor in which there will be three parameters: int id, string name, and double fees. So use here base initializing list, but to use base initializing list you put colon at the end of the header of the overloaded constructor of the child class. So if you don't know about base initializing list, just go into the description and click on the link. You will move toward the tutorial of base initializing list. Take that lecture if you don't know about base initializing list. So just call here overloaded constructor of parent class and pass id and name into that, and within the brackets of this default overloaded constructor of child class, write this fees is equal to fees. So declare a function of display within the student class which will display the information of a student. So just write here cout id, name, and fees. And to check that whether it's id of student or it's id of employee, just write student id inside the cout and student name and student fees. So now come on, in main function we will declare a cons- object of the student class whose name is, let's suppose, stu, its id is 230, and his name is, let's suppose, Salman, and his quarterly fees is 50,000 in his university or college. So let's call here display method of child class, of course that is student class. So this method will display you the information about student. So run this code and see what will be the output of this method. So employee dot display will display the information of employee, and student display method will display the information of student. So when you are calling the overloaded constructor of student, basically you are passing three arguments. Two arguments are going into the parent class, which are id and name. And if you talk about employee class, so in employee class the person is behaving like an employee, and in student class the person is behaving like a student. So as you can see from the output, this is the information of employee, and there is information of student. Employee Rana Vakas and student is Salman. So if there is one parent and multiple child, we call it as hierarchical inheritance. I hope so. Now you have got my point, and you are now clear about hierarchical inheritance and single inheritance. So in my next tutorial, I will teach you about multiple inheritance. So if you have not subscribed my channel, please don't forget to subscribe it and press bell icon if you want updates from my new videos.